Huh. Ooh. Huh. Ooh. Huh. Huh. Baby girl, she a flexion. Shut down, lay it and she next some. Woo. Everything that she do, she slay it down, ain't nothing new. Yeah, huh. She's a bomb queen. Every time I'm on done dream.
You are now tuning in to Blue Media.
Welcome back to Blue Media Podcast. I'm your host, Lynn Bitt. I do a bit of everything. I'm wearing another design from my sustainable design brand, The Bit Store. I make a bit of everything because everyone needs a bit of something. I'm here today with our host.
It's your girl Venus, the hottest, the goddess, and everything that embodies it. I do a little bit of music, I model, I do photography, and we're here with our artist 3KBZ.
What's going on, y'all? 3KBZ, keep it 3000. I'm an artist from New Jersey. Hey, I make, all types of music, so y'all tap in with me.
And then also sitting with us today.
Lights out. I manage 3K. I'm a producer. I produce for a lot of people.
Cheers. All right, cool. We're going to get into a good conversation today.
Yeah.
Per tradition, we're going to take ourselves a little shot to christen the conversation. Cheers to Blue Media.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay.
I'm not taking all of that because that was the most generous shot I think I've ever been poured in my life.
That's more than a shot.
Woo!
Just went for that. You're my man, on the same page. That's
all in.
At least me and you on the same page, right?
Just worked out.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. You said you're in New Jersey, you make music.
Yeah, so, I started making music around, like when I was 14, in high school. Kind of goes back from, just hanging out with a group of kids, High school, we used to freestyle and everything, so I got into it, I got better at the freestyling. I was like, you know what, I'm going to take it seriously. So I live in Montville right now. It's like North Jersey. And, I got a nice little, a friend group, they support me. So they really, kind of got me into music, and I took it farther than what, I was actually expecting. But I'm glad it got to this point because I take it, seriously, and I really love it. So definitely.
Yeah, you felt like it was the people around you that kind of brought you into it? Or
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's, also, I grew up as a dancer, so I kind of been inclined with music for a long time.
Yeah.
So I always been with beats and just something that had to do with music already. So I felt like it kind of just, I was kind of meant for it. You know what I mean? So
definitely makes sense.
What about your name? Is that something that also originated from your group of friends or
Well, my name, I'm not gonna give my gov, but
no, I mean
it ties in. That's why I got it.
Name.
Yeah, I got it from my actual name. So
right.
I'm the third. So
Got you.
You know what? My name is Michael B. So my 3KBZ. There was one time my father, he was he told me, he's nah, I keep things 100. I was nah, keep it 3,000. It's it's 3, you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
So I took that and I was you know what? 3KBZ.
Yeah.
And there was a point in time I actually I went by 3K, just 3K, but it was bad because there's other people named 3K, and I was nah, I'm trying to stand out, so I need to put I need to stamp it, make it a little more unique. So I put my last name Bees. I was all right, Beezy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people don't call me Mike either; they just call me Bees, or very few people call me Mike. So
Makes sense.
That's why I went with it. That's why I say keep it 3,000 too, because I tell people my energy's on 3,000. I'm always up, on stage, I be everywhere with it. So
you performed on stage before?
Oh yeah, many times.
Okay.
I opened up for Travis Scott.
Okay.
Who else? I did actually Scarlett. There's a couple more. It's a good opportunity. I'm very grateful for that. It's more so you do things like that, and you can put yourself on a certain level where I did this before. Hey, let me take this, try to look for more opportunities, greater opportunities. So I'm really grateful for that. It kind of came as I went on, and I was damn, I could really do this. It gave me more confidence. So I started doing more shows in New York, New Jersey, try to put some shows myself together. I started working with my big cuz right here. He does shows too, so
in the family,
we're going to keep going. We have a show actually coming up soon, February 15th with Zeddy Will. So I'm going to be opening actually with him, not even for him. We'll be headlining together. So it'll be really dope. You know,
That's amazing.
But yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So how was it opening for Travis Scott? Was that your first time like opening for a big artist? Were you nervous?
Yeah. I mean, like, I was nervous because when I looked at the crowd and like I looked at the venue, right? Like it was at Noto. I don't know if you guys know Noto, Philly.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a dope club. A lot of artists have their after hours or like after parties there. So it wasn't really like a stadium or something like that. It was more so like an after party which like
still though.
Yeah, it was a lot of people there. I was like, damn, like this is
packed those clubs out.
I was like, damn, this shit kind of big. So I was sitting there, I was like, yo, like I was like, this is not no regular showcase. Like this is so crazy.
And it's probably more intimate too. Like if it wasn't a stadium, you know, you have the lights coming down. You're kind of like looking at light more than you're looking at like
you could
faces.
see everybody with this.
In the club, people are jumping up like trying to grab you.
I know I'm gonna get to the stadiums one day. Like I know that for sure. Like I have a lot of faith in myself, but like still like when I stepped on that, got into that like big audience, I saw that big audience, I was like, you know what, like I could do this still. Like I'm gonna perform like how I always perform. Like I wasn't really shook. Like I was wondering why am I not nervous right now? Like I feel like I've done this before. So I got on. The DJ had this one song when I first started, and this was like kind of earlier stages in my like music when I was dropping. So like I had this one song, 3 Fly at the time, like people were rocking with it, right? And I was like, damn, like this is the song I want to perform. But the second song that I had, you know, I wasn't really like knowing at the time. Like now I'm more advanced where I can know which would be good for the club and which is like good for people to just listen to like on an album. So like at the time I was like, damn, like I don't think I should do the second song. Like this first song, 3 Fly, hits the club, you know? But the second song, I want to change it. So I got to the club. When I got there, I was like, yo, DJ, can I change my second song? He was like, yeah, of course, man. Let's do it. All right. Gave him the second song. 3 Fly comes on. Everyone's bumping to it. I see people rocking. I'm lit. I'm on a DJ booth. There was no stage. I had to like stand on this like this section. It was like I only had like 2 feet. Like this 2 feet like space right there. So I was on the stage. I was rocking, whatever. Then he plays the second song. I was like, damn. I'm like, he doesn't have the right song. Like I switched the song, but he had the song that I sent before. That one I wanted to change, and I was like, damn. Like I shouldn't have done this because it was a freestyle. You know, it's just a freestyle for something like you probably go on like Instagram, post it with the lyrics on top so I can see it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Like I still performed it. There's people still rocking, but when I got off stage, people were telling me like, "Damn, like what was that first song? What was that?" Like you know, like I wanted to bring a vibe like that the second time too, so they could stick with it. But it is what it is. You know, we learn. Like I learned from that experience, like 100%.
Absolutely,
3,000%.
3,000%. You stand on it.
Now, did you trademark your name yet with all the different mantras and stuff attached to it?
I didn't like. And that's a plan. Obviously, I want to get everything official, everything documented, whatever I have to do, copyrights, whatever. Yeah. But 3KBZ, there's no other 3KBZ. Like I've literally like searched, like there's something called like search optimization, like, and I was I looked into that. So like I was making sure no one else's name 3KBZ before I went back to that name because I know that 3K was taken. It's only 2 letters, like. People will always think 3K. Like they would probably just take that. So when you look me, like if you had to look me up in the search engine, I would be the first 3KBZ to pop up immediately. Which I'm still like going up, like still on the come up still. So that's good that you can catch me early in my earlier stages, and when I get to that point, then it'll be there still. It'll be like it was kind of found, like the foundation was strong at a certain starting point too. So it's like just keeps building. You know what I'm saying? So definitely.
Okay. And so I know you said that this was your cousin, right?
Yeah.
So how did you guys like start with deciding you guys wanted to be like a team together, like you managing him and you also like, doing your music alongside him? What kind of sparked that?
For me, it was one day I'm just on Instagram and talking to a few of my boys and they like, you heard this boy 3KBZ? So I look, I'm like, that's my cousin. I'm like, that's family. Like, but at the time I was building myself as a producer. I was managing other artists. So I just waited like to see him progress and grow. Yeah. So as I see him start progressing more, then other people started coming to me like, yo, this kid 3K? I'm like, yo, again, this is my cousin. Like, so I called his dad. I'm like, yeah, everybody keep telling me about, little cousin. Yeah. So he's like, yeah, you got to work with him. So after that, I started having conversations with him.
Yeah.
And we just been talking, growing, building.
Okay.
And then he just, like, I recently just started managing, probably like not even a month yet, 2 months. But we building, we growing, and that's basically what it is.
Okay, that's a beautiful thing.
Also coming from like a mentor perspective,
And it's family.
That's nice to have.
Absolutely.
Especially in an industry like this where it's like everyone's out for exploitation just to get their own dollar. Like,
It's a fact.
yeah, when you have a good team,
You know he gonna
you're
have your back.
guaranteed to make
For
it
real.
further. For real.
That's amazing.
You said you started with dance growing up?
Yeah, like I used to post like a lot of dance videos like when I was younger, like you know, like Io and Teo, like I don't know if you know them, like I just want to roll, rolly. I used to be like big with them, like when I was young and stuff like that. I was like, yo, I want to dance, you know what I'm saying? I like dancing, whatever. So I used to post a lot of dancing on Instagram and like, what was that app? Musically, I think.
Yeah,
that was like the thing before like TikTok.
Yeah.
Like I used to be dancing, and my cousins and other cousins and family, my mom and my aunt, they would all post them to their Facebooks and like, hey, look at my little nephew, whatever, dancing. I'm like, I was really into it. But, I was like, I got to that age where I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna dance. I don't know. I just wasn't really like dancing like that. I wasn't posting like that because I was more like, I also started to be an athlete. Like I was doing like football and stuff. So like my passion changed. But then that made me realize like I still love music. So that's when I went to the actual rapping and making music and stuff like that. So
Do you feel like you already having an understanding of like social media helped you when you started rapping? Like being able to market and promote yourself in that way?
Like I feel like yes. Like I kind of had an understanding, but I feel like it's different when you were like kind of pushing yourself for a different reason back then and then changing into it because I got lucky because it's kind of like the same, they go hand in hand, like dancing and music, but like I felt like a lot of people just known me as a dancer back then, so I couldn't really it's also harder to like I guess change the audiences, you know what I'm saying? But they still stuck with it still though. Like it was also like a break in between where I was like I wasn't dancing at all, and like they kind of forgot about it. Like I was either doing something else, like football or something like that. So like it took like a break for me, and then I went into the music, and then I guess like the audience shift was like a little different. Yeah. So it took me a little more understanding for the music side, like to really start understanding social media, and I think I'm starting to understand it now. Like I would hope so by now. So I'm starting to get more, like a clear understanding on how it works, like with social media and everything like that. Okay. Yeah.
That's definitely cool. So how did you feel? I think I saw one of your YouTube videos hit 29K views.
Oh yeah, that was.
How did that feel, like hitting that milestone?
That was, when was that? That was like 3 years ago. Ooh. I think that was. Well, when I dropped it was 3 years ago. Like the views, like they keep gradually going up. I actually got really lucky. So I shot this video. Like I think winter of 2022, and like it was a quick video. Like I just went with my friend from my high school. We were like, yo, like I want to shoot a video to this song. Like people say they love this song. Like let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? So he was trying to get more into the videography and photography, and I was like, yo, let's just put a project together. Let's do it. So we did the video. It came out pretty good. Like for what we had, we kind of did everything. Like we didn't put any money into this. This was like, let's just do it organic. Like from like scratch. Like,
people
you know what I'm
like that though, because it's more genuine. It's more authentic.
That's a fact. And I'm blessed because when I dropped this video, there's a famous streamer, two famous streamers actually. One goes by Blackboy Max. He's right now he has he does like song wars like with these streamers, or like not streamers, other rappers, underground rappers, and he has other big streamers like Judge. So he back then, when he wasn't as like I guess big as now, like he still had a really good fan base back then. He reviewed my music video when he was doing like reacting to music videos with 0 views. So like I dropped it and I was like, damn, like as soon as I dropped it, I had like 10 people comment. I'm like, what's going on? Like this is crazy. Like they're like 5-star, whatever. I think that's like his that's like what he calls this group is 5-star. So they kept commenting that, and I was like, I wonder why this is happening. Like I have no idea why this is happening. So I go on Instagram. Someone DM me, and they were like, "Yo, Blackboy Max reviewed your music video." I was like, "What?" I was like, what do you mean? He's like, he reacted to your music video. I was like, I don't know who this is. Like, I wasn't really big.
Yeah.
I wasn't really,
real, though.
yeah, I wasn't into, like, I didn't really know what it was at first.
Yeah.
So I looked it up. I was like, yo, like, send me this video when you can, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, like, I got you. I got it the next day because I think it was like live. Like at the time, like I started getting those comments. It was still live. Like he was still going on to react to other music videos. With
so your shit was just blinging and you didn't even know why.
Yeah, like I didn't even know why. Like, and then after that, it just kept going up and up, and people kept coming back to the video, and people were like, yo, this sounds like Juice, like New Age Juice WRLD. Like this is like crazy, and I was like, yeah, like. I guess this is what I wanted. Like, this was crazy. Like, I didn't know anything about promotion, like anything about social media at the time. Like, I was still understanding that, like, what the marketing is. Because this is a competition on Instagram. Like, people are out marketing people by just, like, putting more money behind something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be more talented than someone, yes, but marketing is always going to beat. Right.
But that has to speak to your craft, though, because even though it was just like, I know you said you felt like it was like luck that, you know, he reviewed your music, but people listened to it and they responded to it. People could have heard it and been like, damn, that shit was ass, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but they fucked with it and then they shared it themselves, and it allowed you to really like grow for real.
That's a fact. I
you
appreciate
allow that to be a testament to how good your music is for real.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I'm like I said, I'm just blessed. Like I'm always appreciative of that because I put a lot of work into that. Like I felt like that was a breaking point where I was like, damn, like also like I could really do this. Like it kept pushing me to keep going farther and farther. Like I would never stop after that. Absolutely. So like I'm just happy that they keep revisiting and they keep seeing it like each year. Cause I me personally, I know that I can make better music than what that even is. Right. And I have, but I'm just happy that they see my old work and still appreciate it. Like I'm so appreciative of that. Absolutely. It's a great thing. And I think that even as I go on, people are going to look back at that and be like, yo, like, you remember when he reviewed that video back then and we saw that? Now look at this. Like, look what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the point I want to get to. Absolutely. So, yeah. Okay. How are you feeling about this upcoming, you said you were opening with Zeddy Will, right? Yeah, well, it's actually, we're both headlining a show that, you know, that Garden Vibes, actually my manager's company, he's putting together. Yeah. So, like, he puts together a lot of dope shows, like, very dope shows, and I'm just happy, you know, to have that because me being his artist, he always makes sure that I'm good. He puts me on, and we just keep building from there. The right audience, right people in the room. You know what I'm saying? The right consumers, because people are going to consume the music and enjoy it, and even just being in front of certain DJs too, like it also helps me. So I'm very happy for that and excited. It's going to be a dope event. So is this the first one that you guys are doing together? Is this the second one or it's the first one? The first one? Okay, okay, that's dope. So is it like a showcase for just your music, or you guys have like some other artists?
It's like a concert. It was like him, Zeddy, another artist, they're the headliners.
Okay, so just the three of you guys. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. It's very, very cool. Yeah.
And are the tickets already on sale for that?
Yeah, they're on sale.
And where can people find that?
In my bio or my business page on Instagram, Garden Vibes.
Garden Vibes.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Okay. Everyone stay tuned. Don't miss out. What's like a goal you have for this year?
A goal that I have this year is just to be on a lot of certain like platforms, such as like just blogs and pages that people are already like are following. You know what I'm saying? Like blog pages such as like XXL, like Rap, or just certain platforms such as On the Radar, or you know, I want to get my face on those big platforms so I could hit worldwide, like get into more audiences, different states, and just have my music more like recognized, just out there more, because I feel like those are really important. When you're constantly like dropping, yes, like you can just go through the algorithm and find like organically, but you have to get on those certain platforms because people are already following that. That's they want to see new artists, and they want to be able to judge like, do I like this? Do I want to consume this for like, do I want to invest my time into listening to this, my money? Then they would do that just from looking at that on that one page. So I'm just trying to get on those platforms so I could take it to that next level, because I feel like the music is there. It's just I have to get on the certain blogs and platforms. So
So, what inspired you to go into the genre of music that you do? I know earlier you said that people kind of compared you to Juice WRLD, and I know a lot of the artists from that era, whether they just like stopped making a lot of music like that or they passed away, that was like that 2016, 2017 vibe, you know what I'm saying? So it's interesting to hear like basically you're doing a resurgence of that little era of music. So
let's say like I think a lot of inspiration is just from me listening to it.
Yeah.
But I also listened to a lot of different people back then. Right now it's kind of like I don't even listen to a lot of music. I'm just so locked in with like just like my ideas, like I just get from like things I experience like firsthand, like especially with just like certain things that I already have inspiration from. I take things and I just try to add my own little twist to certain things for me to get my own style, you know, just stand out a little bit. So I feel like my inspiration comes from the people that I listened to back then, but also from things that I've been experiencing, like hearing some here and there, because I haven't been listening to a lot of music like that recently. Like honestly, like being honest with myself, I just kind of take. Nothing wrong with that. I kind of take my I don't know. I just like firsthand experiences and like what I go through myself, so I could use that in my music, and so it's more authentic. Yeah. So those sounds, you feel like that genre helps you like connect more with like the feelings that you want to communicate to your fans or whoever's like listening to you. It's mostly like I feel like when you're, at least to me, like when you're trying to experience like certain things firsthand, like when you're going through like real life things, I feel like when you're going through them, you wouldn't realize that people relate to it until you really like let it out, and then people are like, damn, like I've been through this too. Like if you try to like let certain ideas or certain energies come in by like always looking for things rather than just being to yourself, like I feel like you're gonna find a lane that's more relatable to other people when you're just doing you, like because people are just doing them too. Like there's certain people that's gonna connect to you like in a certain way if you're just being true to yourself and you just like rock, you know what I'm saying? So like that's what I try to do. Like I have inspiration from artists I used to listen to back then, but right now like I kind of I'm kept to myself and I just rock, just drop what I've been, you know, like what I've been feeling. Like if I'm happy or if I'm in a mood where I'm kind of more like somber or whatever, I'm gonna write like that, or I'm gonna freestyle like that. So I just drop. I just go off my own feelings for real. That's what's up. So when you started like getting serious with your music, was it ever something like, you know, I want this to lead to fame, or rather I want the fame to be like the icing on the cake for people hearing and experiencing my music? What's more important to you with this journey? Honestly, I wouldn't even call it like, I wouldn't say fame for me. It's more so I want people to experience this. Like I'd rather have like I would say like I'd rather have a society that's like that would like a million people. If a million people would listen to me, and like just if they gatekeep me, I wouldn't like it. But like I just want them to know. I would want them to know me. I want them to know me. Like I want to be known. So I could, like I guess community for real. Yeah, like I would say I want the like But I don't want to connect. It's not to be like I just want people to think I'm, you know. I wouldn't say I'm doing it for the fame. It comes along with it. When you put in hard work and people appreciate it, it's just gonna come with it. Like that's what I just want. Like really, I'm not even looking for like, oh, I want a specific outcome. I don't want fame. I just want experience this. So if it makes me famous, all right, let's do it. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with it because that's me. You know, I would love to share what I make my work. Everyone does. So like, it's gonna come with it regardless. So I'm gonna be accepting of it, and I think that if it does, like I guess that's gonna be success too. So like when you have people that's always gonna be buying into you or whatever, like just like hey, like he's a dope artist, always just, you know, invest in their whatever, like money into you. That's a great thing, you know what I'm saying? That's hard work because they really believe in you. You invested into yourself. So of course I would want that, especially for my family that's been supporting me too, like amen. So like I want to give back in a way too, like if I invested so much time into myself and that comes along with it, like the people that want to support me too, like my fans or whatever, that's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing to have. So okay, that's what's up.
Can I ask you about your style? Are you a fan of the bedazzles? Or is that just something you pulled out for tonight? It depends.
I like bedazzled. Like I like some sparkly things. No, let me stop. Kind of like I do wear a lot of.
No,
like,
we were talking about like it making like something like you wanting fame out of something, or you just like becoming famous from being good at what you do. When you look at celebrities, how do they dress?
No,
right?
you're right.
It's not unless you're like Adam Sandler, right? Like, but like normally, you know what I mean? Someone's got some pop, someone's got some like personality to what they put on. So I didn't know if that was just like you're like, yeah, I'm the shiny guy when I come outside, or if like
I think that I like adapted to it. You know, like when things like mold by itself, like things just kind of come together. Like
it's
I feel like
aesthetic.
it's just like my aesthetic. I just like started to wear like just like flashy things sometimes. It's like sometimes I'm more like I just wear black. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm like more like a black and silver, like you know, some bedazzled sometimes. I like Zara. Zara is my place. I love Zara. If y'all know Zara, right?
I know Zara.
Yeah, Zara. I love Zara.
I mean, I know the brand name, yeah, but I'm not. I run a sustainable fashion brand, so I'm more like.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's great.
Make your own clothes. Like, don't buy fast fashion.
Okay, so. That's dope. Nah,
that's
I definitely.
A whole different conversation.
I go to certain places and stuff like that, but I try to keep it calm, really. Like if I'm home or whatever, if I'm going in my area, I don't really wear like crazy stuff. Like I'll just be in like still look nice, but I wouldn't wear like something flashy or you know, it depends if I'm already going somewhere. But my style, you know, I keep it like I just keep it 3000. Like that's
right.
I just go with it, you know.
Okay.
So definitely depends on what I have planned that day too. Like of course for a show I'm gonna pop out. You know.
Yeah, why not?
You know I gotta pop out.
Gotta step. Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna be somewhere like going to an event for my friends, I'll still pop out.
Yeah.
If I'm going somewhere to eat, maybe I'll still pop out. Yeah. Like I'm still gonna pop out.
You never know who's gonna be there.
Okay, you never know. Like I'll just pop out.
So, at any point in your like music journey, did anyone try to deter you from like the kind of music that you were making? Like to say like you should be going this direction or you should be doing your media like this, especially before you started working with your cousin?
I wouldn't say anyone that would like. No one really kind of try to put me in another lane or like take me away from it. But like I feel like I have a diverse audience where like some people might like the melodic side of 3K or like some people might like the rapping side of 3K or you know what I'm saying? So like
but it helps that you don't need
I just kind of keep it versatile so it just comes together. Like here I would drop if I drop an album or EP, I would have like, okay, some songs, here's melodic me. Yeah. Here's the rapping me. Here's songs with both. Yeah, right. Here's a completely different song you guys, you know, I might hit another audience with. Yeah. It just, you know, and then I could still find core fans because there might be someone that just likes all of them. Right. Right. Yeah, so like I wouldn't say people deter me because I'm just gonna do what I like. What you feel like. What anyway. I feel like doing anyway. I have full control of what I want. But at the same time, I would always still take advice. Right. If it was him telling me as a manager, like, hey, like maybe do this for this album. You know, let's make this more like rap. I'll be like, okay, more constructive, like, right? It's more constructive. I would obviously take that. I wouldn't even feel like that's deterring or like just taking me away. I feel like that's just like maybe for this time being, that's just a smarter decision. Like, let's just do that because that's gonna help you in the long run. When you have to do that, maybe for the next one we just do all this. You know, I always take constructive criticism, but I definitely have something for every audience. But there's some people that like one side of what my style is than another. So like I just try to keep it, you know, I kind of versatile. A
little something for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. No, definitely like that. Okay. Yeah.
So is music something that runs in the family? Are there more artists within you guys' family or musically inclined individuals? Yeah. More artists. Yeah. Okay. So when did you what inspired you to get into the entertainment music industry?
I don't know, like when I was growing up, I just had a lot of friends that rap. Yeah. So I felt like, I could rap too. So tried rapping. And then it just wasn't like, I liked rapping. I like writing. Yeah. So one day I just like was on YouTube looking for beats. My boy was like, you always on YouTube? So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn how to make beats. Hell yeah. So I started making beats and I just like producing more, like producing and writing for other people. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to start producing. I started producing, started chasing that.
Yeah.
And then like producing went well for me. Like, so I produce, I songwrite. And then I was like, you know what? I want to start managing artists.
Yeah.
Like, cause I just want to be into everything. Like, I just want to do it all. I just started managing artists, and it just went
That's
from
dope.
there.
Very, very cool.
But
So you got
from
all
where
the-
we're from, like, well, where I'm from, Inglewood, where I was born, like, it's the home of like Sugar Hill Gang.
Oh, okay,
so, like,
okay.
when you think about it, like they say Sylvia Robinson, they say like she's the grandmother of hip hop and things like that. So music always been in that culture from where I'm from. So
yeah, so it's like it almost comes natural to y'all, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the community.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's beautiful.
And it's nice that you've always had like a supportive, I guess, community or just like support system around you too. Because I know just like a lot of different people have different dreams, and then like everyone has an opinion on it. You know what I mean? Like my parents, I'm the first entrepreneur in my family. So anything that I bring up that's not college, they're like, oh, you're wasting your potential.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're like, no, they can't even understand it. And that is like kind of hard sometimes for, like I've had to learn how to step outside of them and just do what I do, like you said. But to not have like a positive feedback is even harder sometimes, you know, to keep yourself motivated in what you're doing.
Yeah.
So again, like you clearly have great things going for you. You've got great people around you who are going
Solid
to keep
support
you
system.
moving forward.
That's a
Destined
blessing.
for success. Yeah, absolutely.
Nah, yeah, I'm definitely grateful for that because I feel like some parents wouldn't really support like like an artist like that, but like.
Especially because you was doing sports and shit too.
Yeah, and I was nice too. Like, I was, I was like, I used to play football and everything like that. Like I used to, also like sports run in my family too. Athletics. Like my dad played semi-pro. My grandfather was very close to going to the NBA. Like
That's
it
amazing.
runs in our family.
Yeah.
So like I took that seriously. But then there was a time I was like, I don't know. Like I'm having a change of passion. So like, and then my parents supported that. They went behind it. Like I was in college. I was in college for like a little bit, and not, it got too crazy. Like I was just like, I really wanted to just, I don't know, just follow my passion, and just like, it just took over my life in a way. And like it's been a good thing because it's been helping me just like, also mentally, like I just see things. It just keeps getting better and better. So like, why should I stop? You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Like. I feel like when you have the momentum, it's like no point in stopping at that point. You just might as well go with it.
Yeah.
You never know what's meant for you. So why don't you keep putting in that work?
You're going to be more fulfilled trying than not and wondering what if, you know what I'm saying? So
rather living with regrets. Yeah,
right,
absolutely.
Cool. So
awesome. Anything else you have coming up for this year that you're excited about?
Oh yeah, projects.
I definitely want to drop an album by like maybe the end of the year, but I do want to also I gotta start dropping more music videos because I have songs that they hit. I feel like they just need also visual. Like when they put a real visual to it, I feel like that's gonna turn it up a notch. Because they have like they hit like they hard. Like these songs, like people tell me like they're waiting for the music video. Yeah. They're waiting for it and they're waiting for an album. So like I also gotta make sure like my support and my fans, I make sure they got something to keep them, like in tune. So like I want to make sure I get to that at some point, videos and an EP. So that's something I'm looking forward to, and also a lot of shows too. There's gonna be a lot of dope shows being put together this year. So even some I might put together myself, and helping with my manager, of course. But some that's just 3K and just putting. This is a show for me, like let's my own event. So definitely something I want to do.
Are you gonna try staying local around here, like Jersey, New York City, or where all you're looking to?
I want to do New Jersey and the city, but at some point I want to start getting into other states because I want to start branching into certain just different demographics. Like you never know. Like you might go to a state and they might like you. That might be a state you could be popping in because they never heard anything like this, but they like it. They're gonna start sharing like who is this? You never know. Yeah. So like I want to start doing that, just different places, different avenues, just whatever I could do to get out there. Sure. So that's definitely a goal as well. For sure. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Have you done a lot of traveling?
Yeah, I went on tour once. Actually, Yeah, I went on tour one time. It was I went with DJ Crazy. Like it was like it was a little tri-state tour. So I was in Philly, New York, and I think Baltimore and Maryland. It was a little bit ago, so like I'm kind of forgetting, but it was a dope tour. It was nice. It was kind of, I feel like it was different because when you go to states that's surrounding you, like right here, it's gonna be good for you, but I feel like they're also used to like, this is a competitive area with music. Like they're really stuck with like the music, like like they already hear a lot.
The industry in general here.
Yeah. So like I don't know. It was still dope because I got a lot of fans from it. Like I still got people that wanna. There's also other people that do shows that still invite me. Hey, like come headline here, or we want you to come over here to perform. You know, and it still helps me. So, I think that was definitely a point where I was traveling, and I went to Massachusetts. Okay. That was one time I headlined there early last year.
Nice.
That was dope because Massachusetts shows a lot of love. When I went, it was like an underground madness showcase. So like they like the rage music, and I was giving them more like some of my underground bag more than like
so funny.
my
you
mainstream.
said Massachusetts, and I was like Boston Tea Party. I'm like, what? They're really turning up in Massachusetts.
Nah, they turned they was turned. Like that was probably one of my best because they didn't know who I was, but they acted like they did. That was probably one of the best crowds I've had.
That's how you know they
Shout
really was
out
fucking with you. Yeah,
they was turning up. They were turning up. Like they had it right. Like it was a nice venue. Yeah. It was intimate, but it was nice still. It was cool, dope stage. I think they do a lot of mosh pit things, but I don't even have mosh pit music like that, but I still got hype music, so I have more like a vibe, like a bounce, you could dance.
Those mosh pit people will mosh to anything.
Yeah, they would, but I didn't even, they was rocking with it, but they was like on a vibe type of level.
Right,
if you came back in like 6 months and they remembered that song, you'd have to be holding people back.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would definitely
but for the
go
first
back.
time hearing it, to get that type of response must have felt amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
They had a kid surfing on top of them. The kid during the set surfing on it. I was like, damn, like this shit.
I probably energized you during your performance. Like what?
I was like, yo, and this kid came on the stage. I was like, yo, what is
That's
happening?
fine.
Right, yeah.
But it was like, they told him to get down though. Yeah. They said get down. So like, I don't know. It was dope. It was still dope. That was one of the dopest experiences. I had my parents there. We went to an after party after two.
With the parents?
Yeah,
the parents at the after party.
It was lit. Like I'm telling you, that
you
was
just shots of mom and dad.
Right. Yeah.
Lit. I'm telling you, it was crazy. Definitely a fun time. But
fun dynamic.
That's like the only times I was out of state for real.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, I went to Miami one time to perform. Miami. That was like early stages of my career. That was like I did like this coast to coast thing, but that was a while ago. You know, that was just something just to get into like the performing. Like I was just starting to perform. Like I didn't have the same confidence that I had that I have now back then. So yeah, I want to go to more places though, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Was that the first time you'd ever been to Miami? You said that's like the only traveling, like not just music related, but just like in general. Have you always been in Jersey? Yeah,
I've been in Jersey. Like I actually grew up in Inglewood. Like so like I moved to Montville when I was like 4. But like I would say I could say I'm from Inglewood, but I lived most of my life in Montville. Right. But I haven't really other than like my music and stuff. I've been like to the DR like one time, like and like. Where else? Like Hawaii, you know, went on trip with family, like with vacations, family and stuff. Like,
so you're very connected in the New Jersey area. Then it's just
definitely. I would say
family
that.
And everyone's there friends.
Yeah, I would be real. I feel like more New York, and I'm not even saying like family. Like yes, family. Like in family like in New Jersey. I have more family in New Jersey, but like I kind of. The last couple of years being in New York doing more shows over here, like I feel like I could come here and be like, oh, like I see people, like I just see the same. I see people, you know what I'm saying? Like I know, like I made some friends. I networked a lot, so I like seeing like people that I already network with. Like hey, like a friend, like that's your friend. It's cool to see. New Jersey, like I still see people, but I feel like there's more shows in New York. Like New Jersey,
yeah, honestly,
it's like yes, like New Jersey shows, like they're dope. Like you're always gonna see, you know, they're always, but there's gonna be more shows in New York because it's just more accessibility to certain places and just like, you know what I'm saying. Definitely, I was definitely here. Like I feel like at the time of my I guess growth stages in my career, I was in New Jersey, but when I started getting used to performing, I was in New York. Yeah, so like that's where it kind of took a turn, and knowing more people and networking more, like as far as places. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. What do you see for him this upcoming year? Because I know you don't got to give us too many secrets or anything like that, but he says he's trying to travel more, maybe drop an album. No, are you like, yeah, that's where we're working, or you're like, nah, this is...
No, so I feel like we're going to work on a project. Definitely going to do that. Like he's saying, we're going to do a lot of platforms. Got to get him on a lot of platforms just to get more notoriety, you know, and to let people see what I see, because when I seen him perform, I was like, bro, like, this is it. Yeah. So it's like everybody that sees him perform or gets to see him feel that same way. They come up to me and be like, yo, this kid is it, like this kid. So I feel like I just want to get him out there more, like on platforms and just get people to notice him and see who he is so they can see everything that I see or that everybody else sees.
Right. So, what's like one of the biggest hurdles in just marketing, like getting your face out? Because it's such, who doesn't... Yeah. Everyone's got something that they've recorded that they're like, oh yeah, I rap. You know what I mean? Like, how do you go from like that to like, you know, opening for Travis Scott, going on tour for yourself? Like,
I feel like you gotta have a plan. Like, as long as you have a plan and stick by your plan and kind of know what you want for yourself, then everything will come that way. So I feel like we're gonna sit down and we're gonna think about everything that we do forward. And just put a good marketing plan together for him. So that's what we're working on now.
Yeah, to make sure the I's are dotted. Yeah. Yeah, and the T's are, I almost thought I said that backwards. It's like I's are dotted, T's are crossed.
Nah, yeah, because when you see him perform, like his energy is like unmatched. Like when I be looking at other artists, I be like, dang, bro, like I be proud. Yeah. It's like a proud father. Like, and then when everybody come to you, they be like, yo, bro, he really got it. Like,
he did that shit,
Yeah, so... And that's basically what we're building on that, like to get him more like bigger shows so people could really see him instead of just like, nothing against all of the shows, local shows or anything, but like he was saying, it's the same people over and over. Like
at some point, it's like, okay, what's the
as
value?
Big as
you know
New York
what I'm saying?
City seems, the industry circles are small.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it is. Every show you go to, it's the same artist,
same people.
Yeah, so
be like, oh, you know so and so. Oh, y'all know each other
like,
too.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it's more to get like maybe out of state more.
Absolutely.
To build, so we could build that.
Okay. Do you have a specific like spot in mind?
Yeah,
like
so that's the first next state.
East Coast, West Coast, South. International.
Yeah, international probably. Like I feel like internationally probably they probably respect us more over there because it's like they can't see us every day,
right?
Or they can't get in touch with us every day. So when we go over there, it's like bigger than ever.
Right.
Or when they come over here, sometimes it's bigger than ever. So maybe more international. But also like Cali, maybe like Cali has a good industry. Atlanta, definitely Atlanta, Florida, you know. Sure. So we're gonna try to hit all of the markets.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm excited to keep up, see what happens.
Absolutely.
You gotta come to a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Get us some tickets. We'll bring Blue Media out. Mosh pit.
You definitely gotta check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
I be put on like I'm telling you, I'll be burning it up. Like burning it up.
Respect.
Definitely gotta come out.
So when's the next one? Date? When can we get tickets at? February 15th. Where can we get tickets at?
I got you. I'll see you some.
Y'all should plug yourselves though.
For the
you know what I'm saying? So they can.
For the people, pay attention. February 15th.
Right.
February 15th. You know, Zeddy Will, 3K. Darbo, we gonna be lit. So I got the tickets in my bio. I'm 3KBZ all platforms. 3KBEAZY. Gotta get your tickets now because they might sell out. That show is gonna be fire.
Sound like it's gonna be lit.
Soho, Fort Lee, New Jersey. So that's a nice little spot. definitely got to be there. It's gonna be you don't want to miss that one.
Cheers.
So yeah.
That's 3KBZ on all platforms. You want to give us your social one more time?
Official Lights Out _201 on Instagram, and Lights Out everywhere else.
All right.
Oh,
Social media?
On my Instagram, y'all can follow me on Instagram at venus.images _venus.images _.
And I'm your host, LynBit, at LynBit. And this was another episode of the Blue Media Podcast. Make sure you check out 3KBZ.
Yes.
Won't want to miss out.
Wait, one more thing. Keep it 3,000.
Hey, keep it 3,000.